Night draped itself over the palace like a velvet curtain. Servants moved quietly with lanterns in hand, shadows stretching long across the lacquered floors. Within the inner quarters, Mama leaned over her work table, grinding dried herbs with deliberate patience. Her sharp eyes glinted with thought something had been gnawing at her ever since the whispers began spreading. A servant had fallen ill earlier that day, collapsing after carrying tea to one of the high-ranking concubines. His lips were pale, his skin clammy, and though he recovered quickly, the signs were clear to Mama's trained senses. Mild poisoning, not lethal but purposeful. A message, perhaps. She sniffed the cloth of his sleeve, and her nose wrinkled. Beneath the faint aroma of tea leaves was something sweeter, more insidious, the lingering trace of perfume. Perfume that had no business being on a servant's uniform. Mamo narrowed her eyes. Perfume in the palace was not merely a luxury, it could be a weapon. The right combination of oils and herbs could heal, seduce, or kill. And someone had blended a fragrance that left invisible traces of poison on anyone who inhaled it too long. Yunshi, who had summoned her for a report, listened intently. His posture was as perfect as a painting, yet his gaze never left her face. "So you're saying," he murmured, "that even a harmless scent can become a tool of murder?" Mamo smirked faintly, her usual lack of reverence showing through. "Of course. People underestimate what lingers in the air. A scent is subtle, it clings. And if it carries the right compound, it can linger in the blood as well." She began listing the possible ingredients: jasmine mixed with powdered seeds, sandalwood carrying toxins if distilled incorrectly, rose oil laced with extracts that numbed the body. Junshi's elegant mask faltered for just a second as he realized the sheer precision required to create such a weapon. But Mama was more unsettled by what it implied. Whoever made this concoction was not merely experimenting. They understood plants, oils, and chemistry almost as well as she did. Later, as she walked back through the moonlit gardens, the scent of flowers seemed heavier than usual. Every drifting fragrance made her suspicious. Was it natural? Or had the air itself been turned into a weapon? The palace was entering a dangerous new stage. Poison was no longer hidden in cups or bowls, it was woven into the very air they breathed. And Mamo, the apothecary who once only sought to observe, found herself once again at the center of the storm. If you're hooked by the twists of Mama's journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends so you won't miss the next unraveling mystery of the Apothecary Diaries.